What's going on, guys? It's AGP from the Big Blue in the Bronx YouTube channel and podcast back again. Today is another podcast episode. I will have that out a little bit later. The Hub is coming on, Kush the Hub. You guys know him as a Giants content creator, makes skits and all that stuff. Subscribe to him. But let's get the big announcement out of the way. So, obviously last night, we did the live stream. And what does that have to do with this? I'll get to it in a second. So, me, Sean, and Luca were planning, we got put out a video, and this was coming into fruition on Sunday night because of, how many games we're, experiencing with these new MLB rules that we didn't like about, the 7 innings, the 6 innings, the 5 innings, and also the 20 pitches. If you guys really don't know about that, check the live stream probably in the first, I would say, 30 minutes that we were actually talking about that stuff, besides the Yankees as well. But obviously go check that out. And we were, thinking Sunday, early Monday, we got to do a video about this because we can't just sit here, on our ass waiting for the next opportunity to come. So what happened is we got together, well, not really, but, it was via Zoom, and we recorded a video on Zoom. I tried organizing it a little bit with OBS, and unfortunately that didn't work because the Zoom audio did not sync to the OBS screen recording, and unfortunately that didn't work, so we waited till after the Yankee game, and Sean's like, well, I can't really do anything till about 7:30 to 8 o'clock, so I said, okay, and I thought at that point, because the recording without the audio was actually about 27 minutes long, so I'm like, you know what, let's just make this into a live stream. I thought the live stream was pretty funny. I thought it was, fun. I think we had a ball on the live stream, even though we got only a few viewers, thanks to Jagger, who's my childhood friend, Sox Arizona. Also, who am I missing here? Spencer Broad, All Things Giants, Keith for Uncut Sports, Greg Gulo, and Sammy Berger. Thanks to those guys for popping out. Those are the guys specifically that commented and stuff. If anyone else viewed it, thank you so much. But getting to the announcement and a little bit of the background, for many years now, we, as in the three of us, wanted to do something like podcasting or just broadcasting or just doing some sort of show. This goes back to when I lived in Pennsylvania and, that stuff. And that big announcement is that we are going to start a Monday podcast, live show, whatever. It's going to be called Boys in the Big Apple podcast. And we were fumbling names last night, and I came up with that one because the original name I had was like Big Apple Boys, and Sean's like, I don't know about that. Same with Luca. And I'm like, you know what? Let me reverse that a little bit. Boys in the Big Apple. So Sean's like, you know what? That works. So I said, okay, that's going to be our new name, and I created the logo. That's obviously, what you guys are going to see when I post it on Twitter and stuff like that, if I didn't post it in the thumbnail already. But basically, it's going to be every Monday night, around 8 o'clock. It's going to be live via StreamYard. There will be call-ins. We're going to talk about a lot of topics, not just Yankees and Giants. We're going to talk about NFL. We're going to talk about MLB. We're going to talk about NBA. We're going to talk about NASCAR even, because we, as a trio, we all like those sports. We all follow them to some extent. And we're also going to have some content creators on. I have to, go in the Giants community or whatever community to at least find those guys that want to come on and, attract an audience as well. I mean, I'm not going to, drag them on just to attract an audience. I'm going to get them on so we can have a good time. And, it's not going to be just sitting there, 4 guys, being boring. So, obviously, the reason why we're starting this is obviously the plans from how many years ago that we're finally getting something going, and I have a channel. And also last night, it was a balance of making fun of each other, and it was a balance of just talking sports, MLB, NFL. When Keith came in, we talked NFL. Before that, we talked MLB. So that's basically wanted to get over that. Thank you guys for continuing to support the channel. This is my big announcement. I hope you guys actually tune in to the podcast/show every Monday night at 8. And we'll have call-ins, stuff like that. A lot of fun stuff. Thank you guys. And coming out today is another podcast episode with Kush the Hub.